Right, okay, we're at RV's traditional fish and chips, and we're in the Campersol area, which is we're on the other side of Murcia now. Not too far from the coast, but further along than we were when we were in Torrevieja. So it's like 70 miles we've actually done today to get here. Right, okay, so let's get cracking. Fabulous inside, staff were lovely, plenty of parking space right outside. Dogs barking as usual. That's all we get is dogs barking and wind. Not wind, wind. So it's right on the corner over here. And it's set out like a chippy with the boards and everything else. You've got the pickled eggs and all that kind of stuff going on. You've got it all set up and it's nice. It's nice to see. It's lovely to see, actually. So let's get cracking on here. We're going to go with, first off, we've got a whole patty. Would you believe it? I've had one whole patty in my life, and that was near Hull, and that was at Papa's. Ooh, it's unusual looking, whether that's the traditional Hull patty or not. These people are from, the owners are from, they used to have a chippy in the Isle of Wight. Look at that. You'd expect that parsley and the potato with that kind of stuffing flavour, but it looks great to start with. Yeah, that is delicious. And the one that I had in Cleethorpes at Papa's, the biggest chippy in the world at the time, well, that wasn't so great. It really wasn't. No, I didn't like that at all. Someone said to me, "Well, check out Hull proper and go for a proper Hull patty," which I'll do at some point. But if it's anything like that, I'll be made up. Leave that for a minute. We've got scraps. I'm going to do something special like I always do with them. You know what? I'm going to leave everything else. I'm going to go straight for the fish. We've got haddock. This is a large haddock, and this has been the cheapest place so far. That looks kind of special, doesn't it? Batter, nice and light and crisp. And delicious. Mm. I'm told that there's about 3 fish and chip shops within about 100 miles on this coast here. I don't know about the other two, to be honest with you. So maybe on another time we'll investigate further along. Let's break into this bit here. Look at that. That is some thick haddock. Nice little sweetness to it. Not the most flavoursome haddock I've had, but it's enough. Mm. I'm going to dip some of this batter in this curry so I can get a taste of it. It's another sweet curry, sweetish curry. But it's nice. It's a lovely chunky fillet. The batter's lovely and light and a lovely colour. Okay, I've asked for a small chips. And that's a small chips. It's not that small, actually. And they look great. You know how I like them. Golden like this. Thick. Not burnt. And potatoey, if that makes sense. Some salt on here. They're good. You know what? They're the sort of chips where you can just go in and ask for a bag of chips. I used to do in the old days. Walk along, eating the chips out of the bag like that. Nothing else, just the chips. They're the ones. One more. Mm. So what we've got in here? This thing will surprise you. And that's going to surprise you, the next one. I asked for a battered saveloy. And there it is. Look at the colour of that. There's your battered saveloy. And I'm going to have a little, I don't know which one to give my wife. Passed through, not the other half, but some of this. And she's not a fan of saveloy. But the lady in the shop said, once they've got the batter on it, it becomes a little bit different. And yeah, no doubt. You know, like when you put cheese sandwich or cheese on toast, there's a difference, isn't there? Well, she's just gone, no, not for me. She just doesn't like it. I do. This isn't another saveloy. This is a white pudding. A white pudding. Quite a Scottish thing. An Irish thing. A cooked thing. It doesn't look very white, does it? But my wife just took off with a bit. It didn't look very white. I've had white pudding where it was anemic. Maybe because this has probably been cooked before it was battered, which is often the case. My wife's just taken away a bit there. She loves white pudding. Just give it a thumbs up. Mm, that is nice. So we've had the saveloy. We've had, which I've never had in batter before. And let's just break a bit of that batter off. See, it's a saveloy. In fact, I'm going to break all the batter off that. You got to think of my health. Get that curry. And this is what you do with your scraps. Same with your mucky peas. Scraps here in Spain. Oh, on one of them little hat type things. It's little paper trays. I love them. I love them. There's all kinds of stuff going on in here. So I'll put a few bits and bobs, shake them into my curry. Oh, there's bits of chips and everything going on. All sorts. Mix them in. For those who think, those who think, those who think scraps can be a little bit greasy, throw them in your curry. I've just come back for some more of that white pudding. Disappeared into the woods here, into the olive grove, I think it is. Yeah. Right, back to the computer, and I'll put everything together. Look at the bad review, somewhere in the middle, a high review. And given that they've not only been here a couple of years, I've had to think there's some great reviews going on in here. So, see you there. 1 star. Walked 35 minutes to get home to find no fish in my order. Very disappointed. Couldn't be bothered to go back. No phone number, so maybe get a phone number. Not happy. Well, I think they took your advice because I've seen the phone number now in the listing. 4 star. Great fish and chips. Fish was great. Chips just how I like them. It would have been a 5, but the service was a bit slow. We'll definitely be back again. 5 star. but a great addition to the community. The food was piping hot and my large cod was overhanging the plate. Proper chips, great scampi, had a bit of a wait as it was so busy, but staff couldn't have been more polite. My fault, as probably should have telephoned the order. Large chips was easily enough to feed 2 people. We ended up throwing some away as we were too full. We'll definitely be back. Well done. Don't throw them away. Stick them in the air fryer the day after. Excuse me. Had a bit of a coughing fit there then. Yeah, get them in the air fryer. Put them in the fridge. Freeze them, whatever. And air fry them up. Get them nice and crisp. You don't need to throw them away. Mine, 5-star. While driving along the coast of southern Spain, I was recommended to visit RVs, and I'm so glad I did. Parking was effortless, thanks to the large car park situated to the side of the premises. Upon entering, I found plenty of space, with everything laid out in the way that immediately reminded me of the traditional chippies back in the UK. Large menu boards were displayed above the range, showcasing a fantastic selection of chippy favourites. The shop was immaculately clean and well organised, and the staff were warm and welcoming. Prices were very reasonable too. As for the food, it was simply outstanding. The haddock was coated in a light crispy batter, and the fillet itself was fresh, thick, and full of flavour. The chips were exactly how I liked them. Thick, light, and fluffy on the inside, with a perfectly crisp exterior. The whole patty was a lovely surprise and absolutely delicious. Other unexpected treats included the battered Saladillo and battered white puddings, both of which were full of taste and wonderfully cooked. Cooking in oil, card or cash, fish reviewed, Haddock. Yeah, so if you're in the south of Spain, check out some of the wonderful chippies that there are there, as well as Spanish food. Don't give up on Spanish food when you're in Spain. You've got to give it a go, especially the tapas. See you on the next one.
The Chippy Tour, cruising the coast, can't ignore. With every bite, I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for. Yo, I hit the road, got salt in my veins. From London to Scotland, through sunshine and rain. Fish and chips in my hand, it's a noble quest. Supporting the classics, yeah, I'm doing my best. Met a bloke in Troon with a tempura squid. A castle in Wales where I had my bid. From mushy piece to battered Mars bar. A culinary Johnny, I'm a food rock star. I'm the Chippy Tour. Tasting it all. Beef fritter scraps, yeah, I answer the call. Savory scallops, deep fried dreams, keeping chippies alive, that's my team. Biggest fish, battered sausage on a roll. Fish cakes so good they'll nourish your soul. Squid so crispy, prawns in a crunch. A battered mushroom makes the perfect brunch. Deep fried pizza, yeah, wacky delight. Curry sauce pouring tartar in sight. But every shop story, it cuts kinda deep. As chippies fade away, it's hard not to weep. Oh, the landscapes I see, the people I meet. Seaside towns, cobble streets under my feet. The ups and downs, but I'll never despair. Gotta cherish these treasures.